Alright, you want Farscape? Fine, we'll do Farscape. For the uninitiated, Farscape was a series that ran on Sci-fi before it was Sci-fi. It was produced by the Jim Henson Company, so many of the aliens were puppets. Including main characters like this guy, who if you think is cute in that French bulldog sort of way, no, just don't. And this fella, who's a giant crab thing that's grown into our hero ship for the series, which is named Moya and happens to be a living organism that can fly through space and also move faster than light. Other main characters on the series were just people in makeup, like this Thundercats refugee, and this lady who is a plant. If all that's starting to sound a little bit weird, you don't know the half of it. Farscape was very inventive and often just utterly bonkers, with the possible exception of the other sci-fi show, Lex, which if you haven't heard of it, just don't ask. This is probably the wildest ride in all of sci-fi TV. Fun note, the other two main characters were these two. Ben Bowder and Claudia Black played these two. Now, in Farscape, Black is the straight man, and Bowder is the kind of zany comic relief. But those roles get completely swapped when these actors are reunited in the last seasons of Stargate. And predictably, for two series leads with such undeniable chemistry that the universe conspired to pair them up in two major series, these two hook up, and, as the only two humanish cast members. Not that Farscape is above some interspecies hanky-panky, especially when this one joins the crew later. So, if it's this creative and this much fun, why isn't Farscape the greatest science fiction series of all time? Well, the problem is it's a little too wild. See, in the Farscape universe, there weren't really solid, hard and fast rules. It's kind of like the magic system for Harry Potter. Pretty much anything is possible, and that can lead to some clumsy storytelling. Case in point, the show originally ended on a giant cliffhanger, but fortunately got a Firefly Star Trek-esque redemption via the Close the Story arc miniseries. But in the cliffhanger, these two, our series leads, are turned into stone and then shattered into pieces. Uh-oh, so they're dead, unless we do some time stone style, time travel. Yeah, it's sci-fi, so it must be time travel to undo that, right? No. That would be a story sin far too mundane for Farscape. Now, instead, our semi-aquatic deposed despot here swims into the water where their pieces parts are scattered and scoops them up in his mouth so that they can be reconstituted via some arcane technology. And here's the thing, the characters were so much fun. As you're watching this, you're like, okay, sure, that can happen. But really, like with Harry Potter, if anything can happen in a story, then nothing really matters.